Hey guys, this is Natavia with Why We Confused, and we have another episode of the break series today. We are talking all about the negative associations with taking breaks. And I know these are the things that either people have said to you or you say to yourself. So we're going to go ahead and tackle some of these things. One, weakness. Sorry, that one irritates me the most. Two, laziness. And three, selfishness. Okay, I'm gonna try my best not to get angry while talking about this because it frustrates me so much. Weakness. I remember when I originally cut back my hours from 40 to 32. Um, when I informed the individual in charge of scheduling, they asked me, "Well, can you just not handle 40 hours?" And it came off very condescending and like I was somehow a weak individual for not being able to work 40 hours. And that upsets me because it has nothing to do with strength. It has everything to do with one, I am a wife, I am a business owner, I am an active citizen in my community. I am wearing so many hats that I cannot commit 40 hours of my week to one thing. I can't because I there are so many things that I want to do and I can only do them all if I do them in small doses. Right? I got to cut back on what I take on for each of them if I want each of them in my life, and that's just the realistic truth. If you want it all, you got to control and manage your time on it all. You are only one individual. I can't do 40 hours of everything. Probably would love to, but I would be dead. So it's not weakness. And then also, we have to remember that the 40-hour work week is frankly archaic. And a lot of our thought processes on productivity is either antiquated or being compared to what machines are able to do. Whether we feel it or not, we are competing with machines. And not that I'm against innovation and technology because, computer, you do the job so I can nap. Is how I feel about the why isn't the robot doing this for me so I can sleep. um, but we are expected to perform on the level of machines, and this has become like this underlining thing within our society that we all don't really acknowledge, but it's very much there. And anytime that you show your humanity and having a sick day or needing a vacation or having to go pick your kids up early from school, or any time that you have to do something like that, we are expected to apologize for it. But why? Why would I apologize for being human? You hired a human workforce. Why would I have to say sorry for being human? So, um, yeah, that weakness is one of those things that really upset me because the expectations are so out of whack with what is reality that when you are living reality, you were treated as if something is terribly wrong with you. Okay, so then laziness. Um, how do I? The only people in our society who are allowed to have leisure without judgment are the wealthy, because somehow you were able to buy off your right to lounge around. Um, I think we should all be as free and relaxed as the upper class is. Um, but we need to create systems that allow everybody to do that. And our system is basically like you have to buy yourself into that ability. And I don't agree with that. Taking your breaks is not a form of laziness, it is energy, time, and emotional management. It is being responsible, if we're being real. If you were to push yourself into collapse, you would be irresponsible. Like frankly, you're ignoring your basic needs. And while companies and other individuals expect that of you, they are also not the ones who have to deal with the repercussions of that. And so you are responsible for managing it for yourself. Um, it is not lazy. Like, I don't know how else to tell you this. I know I can speak logically about this, but feeling like you're being lazy is very much an emotional thing, and that's going to be something that you would have to work through. This is where I recommend one-on-one coaching with me, because then we can kind of start breaking down these things and answering these questions and going through this process together, because I can't convince you in one moment that you're not lazy. I can tell you you're not. I am 100% sure that you are not lazy. If you're watching my content and you're into my content for burnout prevention, I can tell you you are not lazy. Not at all. But for you to not feel it, that takes a little more work. And I know that. And I'm sorry. But that's where one-on-one coaching. Hit me up. We can do this together. Like 100%. And then selfishness. This is another part of the emotion. When you take a break, you are acknowledging that you are leaving things behind. This either means for things to not get done according to whatever expectation was set. And let me remind you, those expectations tend to be unrealistic. Or you are leaving it for someone else to do. And that can feel selfish. It's not, because even how individualized our society is, we do depend on each other to operate. And so when you need a break, that is fine if somebody else picks up the work, because when they need a break, you'll be there to pick it up as well. And you guys ping pong off each other. Another thing is, like in Why Be Confused, I have a team member right now who expressed to me that she was becoming overwhelmed, and she is taking a month off. She's been gone for about a month, and that's fine, right? Is it a little weird because we're having to divvy out the work a little differently? Yeah, it requires a little more thought process on my part, but it's not an inconvenience, right? I want her to be well. I want her to be able to put her best into it. I want her to be healthy and happy and enjoy it, because not only does that mean that she lives a good life, but that reflects really well on Why Be Confused as a company, when she can be that happy and be working with us. So yeah, go take your month. And I think we need to switch to a society who accepts that more often, and stop treating everybody like they're trying to cheat the system. If we treat everybody like they're trying to cheat the system, we end up hurting more people than there are people who try to cheat. If you try to cheat the system with me, I just get cheated that day. Sucks, but I rather be accommodating to humanity and the human side of my employees and my team than to try to fight some evil villain that probably isn't even there. So no, it's not selfish. Because while I say that she's taking a month off, there have been times where I have shut down the entire company because I needed time. I was just like, I can't right now. We don't operate. And because I am finding that this is becoming not necessarily a trend, but because it's a need within our workforce, we now have hibernation periods. Why Be Confused now shuts down for 3 months out of the year so that everybody on the team can hibernate and have a long relaxation period and re-energize. And then after that hibernation comes, like, can I tell you? Like, everybody's energized, everybody's excited. We get so much done within that first week after hibernation. So yeah, it's not selfish, because it's not like you're never going to do the work. You're just not doing it today. You're taking your break, you're taking your time off. And when you come back, you will be better. You'll be more productive, like works. And we also need to stop telling people that they can't take care of themselves. I'm sorry. I went on a whole rant. I gave a bunch of analysis and analogies and went into things that you guys probably don't even care about. But those are the things that I feel. And while I know these truths, and that's why I say like it's emotional, I know these truths. There are still times where I feel like I'm doing it. There are still times where I feel like I'm being lazy. Or oh, if I was just a little stronger, I could get that done. Or if I was a little more consistent, I could get that done. Or if I was not taking as many breaks, I could get more work done, and then that would better benefit the entire team. It Because it's so reinforced in our society and it's how we're brought up, it is hard to shake. It is about reminding yourself, right? You're never gonna. I I have not experienced a period of time where these things don't come back up. They come up less frequently as I've been on my burnout prevention journey, but they are still things because I have plenty of people in my life who aren't on this journey or don't understand this process, who ask me questions or make me feel a certain kind of way. So that's again when we talked about in the goal setting series about filtering your influences and decluttering them. That's where it becomes very important because those things can shake you. So remember that these are not actual negatives to taking breaks. I don't believe that there are negatives to taking breaks. There are adjustments that need to be made for breaks, but not negatives. And remember that if you are in a circle or in an environment that makes you feel this way, we need to start making moves for you to adjust that environment or remove yourself from it. So let me know if you guys liked this video. Comment down below what you guys think. Tell me which one of these negatives you struggle with the most. We may even go into like a deep dive on these things. And if you like the video, like the video. If you like our content, subscribe to the channel. And if you can't wait for the next episode, which will be efficiency and breaks. Sorry, I'm just geeked out. If you can't wait for the next video, go ahead and hit the notification bell. I will see you guys later, and I hope you have a wonderful day.